Yes, children. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So continuously we were discussing on the 19th lesson. That is emerging political trends. That is from 1977 to 2000. What are the changes it has been took place in India during 1977 to 2000?
Already we have discussed what are the changes that has been took place in India. Now hereafter we are continuing the remaining rest of the topics that are left over. Among them the one is new initiatives of Rajiv Gandhi. Means after the assassination of Srimati Indira Gandhi, means Indira Gandhi was killed by our gods. After that, again elections were held and Rajiv Gandhi got with a big majority on the sympathy of her mother Indira Gandhi. So Indira Gandhi died or killed. Then she was the Congress leader and she was the Congress president, Prime Minister and even the President of Congress also. During that period, she was assassinated. Then on the backgrounds of sympathy or on sympathy backgrounds, Rajiv Gandhi won the elections. So after winning the elections, Rajiv Gandhi has started many development activities to lift the position of the country of India in all aspects, even in the economic section also, that is in the financial conditions of the people of India. The main aim of the Rajiv Gandhi is to lift the poor community people, to develop the poor community people of all religions. He hasn't given importance to any religion or any language or any sex or any caste. He has given equal importance to all the people of India. And he spent much of amount and he has allotted huge budget for the development of the backward people or poor classes community people. And in his famous speech, he has told that for every 1 rupee we are spending on the poor community people, the poor community people are getting only 15 paisa and the rest of the amount is wasted, like that he told. For that purpose, he has started one program to gather more mass people in the administration, in the ruling system. That is the Panchayat Raj institutions has been started by Rajiv Gandhi. Another thing is that he has started making peace movements in the states of Assam, Punjab, Meghalaya and other states. Why she has started peace campaigns means during the Indira Gandhi time, during the Indira Gandhi rule, the states were disturbed. So, and the states were anti against the Congress government. For that purpose, he has started some peace programs to make the people calm and to be united and to run the administration in a peaceful way. For that purpose, he has done some peaceful programs in Assam, Punjab, Meghalaya and some other states of India. And also not only that, he also arranged some special program that is making peace between the Tamilians and the Sri Lankans. Let us come back to the topic, children. Right. So he has launched again another peace program, peace meetings or peace discussion between the Sri Lankans and Tamilians. At the last, they united and the army force was withdrawn from that area. That was also done during the reign of Rajiv Gandhi. Another important thing is that Rajiv Gandhi has launched a program or in industry, that is telecom industry is one of the biggest industry of India. During that period, huge employment opportunities has given, and a bigger telecom industry has been provoked out in India, and a good recognition, good revolution, telecom revolution has been provoked out in India, and huge employment opportunities has got to the people of India with the help of satellites. These are the changes that have been took place during the reign of Rajiv Gandhi. The next topic is era of coalition politics. Coalition politics means till 1998 there was a single party dominance, a single ruler was there, that is from the Congress party only, and no other party members is trying to rule the government. Then, the people of India has got vexed with the Congress government of single ruling system, so they want to have a separate ruling system. That the political leaders of India has catch the nerve of the people of India, and they started many regional parties in India. So separate state-wide parties. Now in Andhra Pradesh we have many parties. CPM is there, YSRCP is there, TDP is there, Praja Rajyam is there, Janasena is there. Like that, many parties are there. So that was started in the year 1990 itself, and this coalition politics has made the people in a disturbed state. Why? Because all the state coalition government, all the coalition, that is taking different states from different states and forming one government. But the stability of the government was not stable. Why? Because there was no unity, there was no support from one person to another person. That government also not run for a longer period. That government also failed. So during that period, many ministers were there. Like VP Singh was there, JP Devagowda was there, Chandrasekhar Azad was there, I.K. Gujral was there. These were the ministers during the coalition governments. Prime ministers have now listed the names of the people. Those are the prime ministers of India during that period, that is during the coalition government or coalition period. So coalition politics hasn't got that much name or hasn't got that much support from the politics or from both the people. And the people hasn't got any support from the government, from the coalition government. The next one is the left front government in West Bengal. In West Bengal, the Marxist community ideas have been developed out, and one famous leader, Jyoti Basu, has a famous separate party, that is Communist Party in West Bengal, and the West Bengal people have supported the Communist Party, and he has got victory in the elections in the year 1977. Jyoti Basu was the first Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh in West Bengal who has elected from Communist Party. Then he has launched many programs to lift the community of the people of West Bengal. He hasn't given any importance to any religion people or any caste people or any language people or any sex people. He has given importance to all the people of West Bengal. Next. So in the year 1978, he has started one program, one operation called Operation Barga. Operation Barga is the name of the program that was launched by the Chief Minister of West Bengal. So according to this, he has given importance to both the people, that is to the landlords and to the farmers who are not having lands. Means the landlord has to give the land to the farmers, those who don't have. Then the farmers can take to the land, and what the profit they are getting to the farmers, then that profit should be distributed to equally or 30% or 70% or 40%, 60%. Like that the program was launched. By this, all the community people, by this, the landlords and the farmers who don't have land, both the people have got benefited, and both the people have got good support from the West Bengal, and both the people supported the West Bengal Chief Minister, that is CM Jyoti Basu. That was the politics which was done by the left-front government in West Bengal, and by this he has got good support, and continuously he won for the 4 terms. 4 terms he was elected as the Chief Minister of West Bengal continuously by the development activities which was run by Jyoti Basu, the CM of West Bengal. West Bengal CM నుంచి ఆయన చేసిన డెవలప్మెంట్ యాక్టివిటీస్కి కంటిన్యూస్గా జ్యోతి బసునే సీఎంగా ఎంచుకున్నారు. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ అయిపోయింది యూజ్ ఆఫ్ రిలీజన్ ఇన్ పాలిటిక్స్. ఎస్, the political tendency. the political tendency that seeks build to our nation based on the religious identity of the majority of the population. Yes. So the political tendency, that is the Hindus, is led by the Bharatiya Janata Party. This party believes that the ideas of democracy and secularism are Western ideas and are not sufficient, and what is needed to draw. Yes. So the political tendency or the political appreciation which is held based on the nation on religious identity. So the Bharatiya Janata Party is believing that the secularism, the idea of secularism is of the Western culture. But this is not suitable in the Indian culture. So for that purpose, the Bharatiya Janata Party, that is BJP, has started separating the people on the name of religion. That is, you are a Hindu, you are a Muslim, you are a Sikh, you are a so and so, like that they started dividing. Means that was the feeling of the BJP government, that is Bharatiya Janata Party government. So the BJP, however, opposes the idea of religious priesthood run theoretic states. The BJP has opened the debate on the nature of secularism by asserting that a secular state not to give special treatments to minorities, but common civil code to the applicable to all the people. Yes, the BJP government is not accepting to give separate special status to the minorities people and see that all people are equal before the law in all aspects, like that they should be accepted. Then meanwhile, this tendency in the 1984 Lok Sabha elections, they won only yes. The tendency was large margin politics in the till 1980. For the example, in 1984 Lok Sabha elections, they won only 2 seats. BJP made strides when it took up the INA issues. So BJP government, in the year 1984 elections, the BJP government has got, the BJP party has got only 2 seats in the general elections of Lok Sabha elections of India, that is in the year 1984. But the BJP government party didn't keep themselves quiet. They started some special programs. Some special programs. That is in the year 1990, L.K. Advani, the leader of BJP, led a Rath Yatra from Somnath to Ayodhya in support of these demands. So he decided the campaign for building of a Ram temple at the site of Mars, claiming that it was the site of birth of Lord Rama. Yes. Here, in the year 1998, Lal Krishna Advani, L.K. Advani, the leader of BJP, he has led one rally, one meeting, one campaign in supporting the Hindus community people that they want to construct a Rama temple in Ayodhya, that is in place of Babri Masjid. So Babri Masjid was there. They want to collapse that, and in that place they want to construct the Rama temple, as they feel that it is the birthplace of Lord Rama. So like that, many huge rallies, revolts